Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Wake up. Good morning, Fin fans. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you for coming through. My lord, ladies and gentlemen. I've asked the most philosophical question any true Dolphin fan can ask. The most important question right now, this off season, ladies and gents. I've asked it, and I don't know if we're ready to hear the answer, ladies and gentlemen, but I want to hear from you. What do you think? What question are you talking about, Miss Fiends? What question? Well, simple. And I'm gonna put it in the chat here. I want to see when y'all come in. And it's also in the title of the show today. Are the Miami Dolphins cooked? Mm, I know. I know. Are the Miami Dolphins cooked for the 2025 draft? This is gonna be tough. What's up, Lakers all day in the building? We need Will Johnson. You don't say. I'm telling you. Yeah, you don't say. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's, we need a lot more than just Will Johnson, but I'm right there with you, Lakers, all day. What's up, Jafanko in the building? Good morning, Miss Fans. I cut you early this time. Yes, you did. Welcome. Cat for Life in the building, too. What's up? Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Cap. Welcome, guys. But it's true, though. Are the Dolphins cooked? Is this it? Are we no longer able to have a viable team going into 2025? I don't think that's an unreasonable question. I put in the poll. I need y'all to be 1000% honest. Be honest. Are the Dolphins cooked? Because at this point, I can understand why some people might think that. Okay, let me back up real quick. Um, so that way we can take a look at this, right? What is cooked? What do we define as cooked? That's probably the first thing we got to take a look at. What do we mean by are the Miami Dolphins cooked, right? Guys, hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. Listen, it is an absolute blessing that you guys are here and you guys support every single day. Thank you. And it's 100% free. If you like the content, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, let everybody else know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Just like one of my now new good friend, Miss CJ So Foolish. Shout out to you, Miss CJ. Man, she's awesome. If you want to watch great WNBA content, go check out the W360 on YouTube. Phenomenal show with CJ So Foolish. She's awesome. Go check her out. But seriously, what what are we doing here? I mean, the Miami Dolphins right now, we got problems. We have problems. But I don't even think that's even like I don't even think that really encompasses everything. If I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you, like I really don't. I really don't. So we gotta define what does it mean? Are the Dolphins cooked? We're about to well, free agency is never really done, if we're being honest. But the start of free agency, the first part of free agency, yeah, that part's done. Now it's more of, okay, we got to take a look at how can we benefit the most out of this, right? How can we get the most out of um what we have left, and what do we need to do to readjust before the next main stage of the off season, which is the draft, which is tomorrow. Literally, the draft is here, people. The draft is here. So now we gotta take a look. Okay, if we do have all these issues, right? How can we get better? Those are real questions, man. So legitimate questions. And I feel like some people, they're just what is word? They're too scared to come out and tell the truth. Like, come on, dude. We know what's up. Are the Dolphins cooked? The real answer to that is multiple ways of answering this, but there's only one way to really say it. We're cooked, man. We're cooked. Dolphins are cooked. Man, we got mango salsa on us. We're filleted, man. Oh my god. I'm kidding. Relax. We are not in the best position we possibly can because we don't have. You can tell we're lost, man. Or at least, the front office trying to keep it uh, on their chest, or keep it, close to their chest, whatever major plan they're trying to do. Uh, I don't know, homie. I don't know. I don't know if this is what we want to focus on. Sorry, give me. I got a lather, so hold on. I'm not sponsored by them. Burt's Bees, though. It's great. Or Carmex. Carmex, Burt's Bees. Both great. But this is tough. Cat says, not saying we cooked yet, not over until it's over, but two time is ticking. Yeah, that's more of the reasonable take. I was trying to be a little sensational earlier. Um, but I'm hearing the mainstream media pretty much say that we're cooked because you paid everybody yesterday. Literally, you paid everybody yesterday, last year. Uh, and now several players have left the building. Plus, now I hear Greer saying, "Hey, we're not out here to try to trade Tyree, but if somebody wants to give me two firsts, really?" DeFango says, I personally think we need to make a huge statement tomorrow. I think we need to trade Tua Hill and show everyone on the team that we are in tank build or tank mode and get a ton of picks for next year. This is the problem, bro. We lost the first. Now, granted, am I opposed to this? No, I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to tank. Season tickets are expensive as heck. Regular tickets are expensive as heck. Sometimes I gotta wait till 2 minutes before the game to buy my tickets, just so I could try to get it like as least expensive as possible. We are close to getting thrown on the grill, though. Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. I think we are on the grill. They just haven't lit the coils yet. Eee, that's even close. What's up, JC in the building? One of our awesome Bills fans. It would be unreasonable to say they aren't cooked. Good morning, vamos gatos. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Michael K? Welcome, Miss Phins. I can't wait till Friday show, the day you start claiming Dolphins will win the Super Bowl after just one mediocre pick. First of all, Mike, you don't even gotta wait till Friday. We're winning the Super Bowl. There you go. But still come Friday. Honestly, I'm starting to look at the Dolphins in the league. And the league looks at Jets and I like how the league looks at the Jets and the Browns. Mm-hmm. We're not that close. But we're getting close to him. Linebacker Micah Parsons indicated he would not participate in a all of on-field work in the team's off-season program while he awaits a contract extension. Good for him. I like my little mango salsa. Thank you, thank you. Miss Reed, I think it's time to start 2026 mock draft. I started that 2 years ago, homie. Just saying. Hey, what's up, Bonnie Green, the building? Good Wednesday morning, Miss Phins. Welcome. McVeigh says you would certainly never rule out the possibility of that when asked about trading for Ramsey. I hope he does. Peter Schrager believes ESPN don't like QB Shador Sanders. Oh, the Steelers, sorry. ESPN's Peter Schrager believes the Steelers don't like quarterback Shador Sanders, according to Cap for Life. Okay. Uh, it is what it is. Paul Kuwarski reports that two executives within other NFL teams have no sense that Jeffrey Simmons is on the market. Well, thank you. And that is your news brought to you by Cap for Life. But seriously, guys, like hit that like button for me, please. Hit that like button. It's the easiest way to support the channel. And for all of you guys that do come through and are looking to go ahead and help out the channel even more, I appreciate it so much. If you can do me a favor, please, please, please hit that like button, subscribe, and oh, you know what? You know what? Let me do something real quick. Let me go to my account, my studio. Oh no, I gotta go to my actual channel. But it's not gonna let me. Darn. Hold on. Um, you're all I need to survive. Man, I don't know how to get this over here. Mm. Okay, there you go. Join the membership. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me, if you haven't done so already, join the membership, people. Oh, oops. I was trying to get the link, but y'all got it. Oh, actually, no. Let me. There you go. Make it a little thicker. Boom. Appreciate all of the members of the channel, man. You guys keep supporting all the time, and I appreciate it. So if you can, you got a couple dollars per month. Appreciate you guys for being able to do it. So let's continue. Are the Dolphins cooked? We're so close. We're so close. I feel like I can't really answer this question until after the draft. We have to see what the draft holds, in my opinion, to really understand our recook. We'll know by week one for sure. But I feel like we did. We are, I guess, C, maybe even C minus in free agency, right? So now, how are we gonna do in the draft? What grade are we gonna get with this draft? Because we have way too many holes for people to honestly ignore it. You can't I mean, I don't know how to put it except this isn't something you can ignore. I don't care who you are. Like, this is rough for the Dolphins, man. This is absolutely rough for the Dolphins. Mm. And I put a poll up. I don't even know what the poll looks like right now. Let me see. Okay. So far, 91% of people believe the Dolphins are cooked. 9% say no. Okay. I can tell some of that skewed by our Buffalo Bills brethren, but it's okay. I don't mind. But we're as close to cooked as you can probably get. So I have to agree with some of my compadres that say we're on the grill or about to be placed on the grill. Yeah, we are. So, of course he did, Michael K. Of course he did. What's up, Dolphin Don in the building? Welcome. So let me. Oh, hold on. I don't know what my computer decided to do. Mm, okay. Let me share my screen real quick. Because again, it's draft week, so obviously we gotta talk about the draft. Okay. These are our what's up, Lance? Welcome, welcome. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Dolphins draft picks for the 2025 NFL draft. So far right now, we have the 13th pick, 48th pick, 98th pick, 116th, 135, 150, 155, 224, 231, and 253. So we have 10 selections to make. Our record for last year was 8-9, and we didn't make the playoffs. Now I've heard the case of the Dolphins with all the moves and non-moves they've made so far in the free agency, and the fact that they paid everybody, even if we get somebody in the first round, according to some, we won't even have enough money to pay the rest of our draft picks. So right now, the Miami Dolphins might literally just try to survive, I guess, at this point. Could the Dolphins completely trade out of the first round? Does anybody see that? What if the Dolphins decided, you know what, we're going to trade back to the 20s? We're going to go ahead and trade back to the 20s, pick up another second. Maybe trade back a little bit more in the 20s, pick up another second or even a third. And then completely leave the first and pick up another second. Could the Miami Dolphins trade back out of the first round overall? I'm cool with trading back to the 20s, but I want to pick somebody in the first round. I am not comfortable with the Dolphins not picking in the first round. There's such great talent, but that great talent is truly consolidated in the first two rounds of starter material. I'm not talking depth. We are always getting depth. which you're supposed to in the draft. That's why you got, you know, fifth, sixth, seventh rounds, right? Maybe even third and fourth. But that first and second round, man, you're going for starters. I'm not okay with not getting somebody in the first. I don't care if we get them in the 32nd. Trade with the Eagles. Let them get somebody. And we pick 32nd. Well, no, because at that point we might as well just trade out so we don't have to pay. No, because I still want that 5th-year opportunity for whoever, whichever starter I want. But I don't think I've heard people say it. I mean, at least I haven't. You tell me. I haven't had a chance to listen to everybody. I'm subscribed to everybody, but I've only been able to pick up a little bit here and there from mainstream and a couple other, you know, people here and there on my very small off time that I get, right? But in reality, can you see the Dolphins trade out of the first? What's up, Daddy? Welcome. One of our awesome members, Michelle. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dolphin says, I'm cool with trading back. Jafanga says, I would be okay with that. So you're okay if the Dolphins trade out of the first? Do you want them to trade out of the first just right off the bat? Or do you want them to like trade down first and then trade out? I'd rather trade down first, pick up some extra assets, and then trade out and pick up even more assets. I feel like that would be much better for us. We need, it doesn't matter. We need starters. Mm. I honestly wonder why Ross is keeping Greer around. What third does he have on Ross? Greer and two are both failed projects. It's time to let them go to better places. Unfortunately, the cancer that is Christopher Aloysius Greer the third, shout out to Nene, he's gonna stay. He might not be GM, but he's gonna be some executive whatever and blah blah blah. I don't want Greer or anyone associated with him or anybody related to him to touch any of my facilities. Don't be part of this team. I don't want him. I want him completely, fully detached from the Dolphins. I'm done with Greer. I want him gone. Period. What's up, Aqua Vision? I was like, where's Aqua this morning? Dolphins need another between 48 and 98. Man, we need 2 or 3 others between 48 and 98. Well, it's not like Greer knows what he's doing anyway. True. Lucas All Day says we need Will Johnson. Our defense was trash. Having Will Johnson will help us. I don't know what you mean. Our defense was trash when it was ranked top 10, buddy. And that's not me trying to be a homer because you guys know that I do love my defense. I do love my defense. But we're not about to be here and pretend as if the Miami Dolphins defense wasn't ranked top 10 because it was. Nah, Miss Phins, that's not Don't worry, peoples. This is why you come to this show. Because I can show you the truth. Right here. Let me just help y'all out. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Boom. Boom, baby. Boom. You say our defense was trash. However, buddy, our defense this year, okay, 2024, this year, this is the defense that's highlighted in yellow. Let's take a look at it. Ranked 10th in points allowed. 10th in points allowed. That's 10th best, in case, Fourth in yards allowed. Fourth best. Now, when it comes to turnovers, getting turnovers and fumble losses, yeah, we sucked 1000%. Not even going to argue that. Tis true. But when it comes to defending the first down and the third down, fifth when it comes to defending the first down. I'm going to show you the third down. Third down conversion percentage. Our defense was ranked sixth. We were the sixth best in third down, sixth best in fourth down. And when it came to the red zone percentage, and in case you don't know, this is what it means. Percentage of time a team reaches the red zone and scores a touchdown. We were the fourth best defense. But let's go back. 10th best in points scored, right, overall. In the passing game, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Dolphins defense was ranked 9th best in allowing the least amount of passing yards. 6th best in allowing the 6th least amount of passing touchdowns in the league. We weren't good in getting takeaways. I get you. That's something we have to work on for sure. Ranked 22nd when it came to interceptions in the passing game. When it came to the rushing game, ladies and gentlemen, 9th best when it comes to yards allowed in rushing game. Or not allowed, I guess. And 7th best in the rushing game at not allowing rushing touchdowns. Yeah, this is why we were ranked a top 10 defense. Numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. Another reason why I keep telling people it's not because I'm a homer for defense. I'm a defensive gal. I love defense. Jason Taylor will always be my favorite Dolphins player. Then get sexy, okay? You can't lie with these. Yeah, Miss Phins, but what when we play good teams? This is overall. And by the way, the Philadelphia Eagles play bums too. They just win the Super Bowl without playing any bad teams. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. I'm just saying. So when I hear, our defense suck, we need this. Um, no, sir, ma'am. No, 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 sorry, Bob. Not our defense. Our defense was pretty good. Now, do I want Will Johnson? Of course I'll take Will Johnson, man. That man is a day one starter. Day one starter. Not even a question. Like, anyone that questions it, question them. If they don't think that Will Johnson is in a day one starter. Like, yeah. But I'm not about to say that our defense is the one that needs more help when you clearly see year in and year out, it don't even matter who we have as a DC, our defense is never the problem. In my opinion, it's our offense who never meets, in my opinion, the call. They don't. They really don't. So that's all I'm saying. If I'm gonna be talking about the Dolphins and things like that, yeah, man, it is literally the offense that needs the help more than the defense, bar none. Bar none. Michelle says, I'm not too worried about our defense. Weaver did a good job and he'll be back for year two. We should only help our offense. Oh, which should only help. Our offense is hot garbage. Dad Dean says, trade down and get a corner in the first. Double down with D line and O line in second, third, and fourth rounds. Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. We definitely need O line and D line. We need the trenches, period. Trade down to 23 at most and pick up another pick between 48 and 98. Yeah, that's a great thing, but I still think we need more than that. We need two between 48 and 98. If we can do that, mm, we should be in a really good spot. We should be. Offense is strength of the team, no matter how you twist it. Let me read this one more time. Offense is strength of this team, no matter how you twist it. Aqua. Is it though? Let's go back to this tab. I don't know, you tell me. We were the 22nd best team in scoring. That means there were 21 other teams that scored more points than we did for the entire year. We were 18th in yards, our offense. That means there were 17 other teams that had more yards than we did. Okay, whatever. Who cares about yards? I agree. It's all about points for me, but I'll take it. In giveaways, we were middle of the road. In fumble losses, we were actually pretty decent, 24th. That's pretty good. Let's check out the passing and rushing game, right? When it comes to passing yardage, we were 15th, middle of the road. When it came to passing touchdowns scored, we were 16th, middle of the road. When it came to rushing in yardage, we were 21st. What is that? 75th percentile? 75th worst, right? There were 20 other teams better than us at getting rushing yards. When it came to rushing touchdowns, there were 22 teams better than us because we were 23rd. Okay, let's take a look at third and fourth down conversion because we're looking at offense now. Okay, cool. Let's do that. In third down conversion percentage, we were the 25th best. That means there were 24 other teams with a better third down percentage in offense than us. Same thing with fourth down conversion. And when it came to the red zone and we made it to the red zone, our plays that ended up, or like it says here, the percentage of time that we reached the end zone or the red zone and we scored a touchdown, we were ranked 16th. That means there are 15, literally dead middle of the road. There are 15 other teams that had more touchdowns once they reach the red zone. So I don't know if that's not twisting. If I can say that the offense, I mean, like I said, the offense is strength for this team. No matter how you twist it, I'm not twisting it. I'm just saying the numbers don't support this statement, Aqua. That's all I'm saying. Now I will say this though: the offense should be the strength part of this team, 1,000%. What do you mean, Miss Phins? It's easy. We spent $500 million on this offense, ladies and gentlemen. The percentage of our entire cap right now leans heavily on the offense than it does the defense. It's not even a question. Way much higher in the offense than it does the defense. So, with that in mind, the offense should be the best part of this team, but it isn't. You just saw the numbers, guys. I don't make it up, and that's Pro Football Reference, ladies and gentlemen. That whether people tell you or not, everybody uses it. Just like you can use the NFL Direct, it literally pulls it from the NFL. It just makes it easier to read. All the stats directly from the NFL. Some people use PFF, nothing wrong with that. Other people use other things. Well, I don't pay for PFF. I use Pro Football Reference, which aggregates all of the statistics and put it in a much friendlier version and easier to read. What's up, Joe Riss in the building? Yeah, welcome, welcome, my friend. Shake Money in the building. Good morning, Shake Money. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. The year before, good morning, AB. The year before, when we had like a top 5 offense, I didn't see people crying about the defense. I don't. What year is that? 2023? Is that what we talking about? 2023? I can pull up 2023. No problem at all. Bruh. Let's go to previous season. That's what you want to talk about. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at those numbers too. Hey, I got no problem. Is this supposed to be a got you moment? Hold up. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here's the offense. Ranked number 2 in point scoring, number 1 in yards. Passing and rushing game in the offense, number 1 in yards, number 4 in passing touchdowns, number 1 in rushing touchdowns, number 6 in rushing attempts. Flipping beautiful. Thank you. Like I said, the best roster we had, the best team we had was going to be 2023. Period. It was good, man. It was good. Let's check out the 3-point conversion. I mean, 3-point conversion. What am I talking about? This is basketball. Um, third down conversion. 7th best. Hey, let's get it. 4th down, 28. That's not good. Number 2, though, whenever we reach the red zone, 2nd best in the league with the 2nd most amount of touchdowns. Let's get her done. In contrast, let's take a look at the defense. 22nd in points allowed. Okay, there were 21 other teams better at not allowing touchdowns. Cool. We were top 10, though, in not allowing yards overall. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, God, I would take these numbers right here any day. In turnovers, we were 8th best. In fumble loss recovery, we were 5th best. Oh, I wish we had those numbers again, but, it is what it is. In the passing game, when it comes to passing yards allowed, we were 15th best, middle of the road. And passing touchdowns allowed, man, our secondary was getting cooked. Cooked. At 25. We were 25th. There were 24 other teams better at stopping passing touchdowns. That's an area of opportunity there. Okay, let's go to the rushing attack. 7th best at stopping rushing yards. That's good. We were better in the run stopping game. Let's get her done. Oh, but in a rushing touchdown, we still allowed. Still middle of the road. And there were 16 other teams better than us at stopping rushing touchdowns. Okay, cool. Let's check out third down conversion for defense. And let's see how we did. Whew, 20th best. That means there were 19 other teams that were better as that had a better third down percentage than we did. When it came to fourth down, though, ooh, we were eighth best, buddy. Let's get her done. Oh, but unfortunately, our defense definitely was allowing. If you can reach the red zone, you can score the touchdown on the Dolphins. We were 28th. Ah, that's an eye burner right there. 28th. Oh, God, that's so bad. That's so bad for the defense. So bad. So bad. Oof. Horrible, 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 horrible. That right there. Horrible. Ugh. Nasty. Let's check out how this team did that year. 11-6. Okay, let's go. Points for, though. 496 points. That was 29.2 points per game. Points against 391 points. Okay. 23 points per game allowed. But you know what the interesting part is that people will probably be like, "See, I told you the defense sucked," right? Because that's where the gotcha moment is, right? That's what they're looking to do. And this is still pretty much average. I think the average for that year was 22 points allowed. We were 1 point over that. Okay. Okay. That's not good. You want to be like league average at least when it comes to points allowed. But you know what we did have than any other year? Scoring. Our offense did their job. And if you think about it, so did the defense because there's only about a 1 point more than what the league average was for that year. But we were almost scoring 30 a game. Who cares what the defense does if you could put up 30 points? Right? That's what the goal is. Let's check out the next season, last year. Let's see how that looks. Mm, 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 mm. 345 points scored. Okay. What happened here? We just lost 9 points. We just lost what? 3 field goals, or you could put a touchdown and a field goal. However you want to make the 9 points up. 9 point differential between 23 and 24? That's over a touchdown. What happened? Hey, look, defense got better from 23 to 21.4. Okay, let's get her done. They allowed 364 points. I think that was right around last year, right? Hold up. I gotta see this. 364 in 2024, 391 in 2023. So, although defense gave up 391 points, right? They did better this year. They only allowed Mount. Hold on. Dang ads. Okay. They only allowed, what is this? They only allowed they allowed less points than they did the year before. I see that as progression. I don't know about you. Some people don't see that as progression. I think the defense progressed from 391 to 364. That's progression by the defense. From 23 points allowed per game to 21.4 points per game. That's better, right? But what really was the main change here? And yet we paid everybody. I almost think that had we not paid everybody, players might have actually played better. No, but since you can't say that because, injuries, 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 injuries. We're the only team that gets injured. Sometimes it just upsets me. I can't. It's always injuries, always injuries, always injuries. Like, come on. What's up, Barry? See me in the building? What are we talking about here? CB83 says Tua could take us to the Super Bowl this year, even if the rest of the team were Starbucks baristas. Hey, CB, you're hilarious. And shout out to CB83. Guys, go check him out. Go check him out, okay? He's awesome. He's a friend of the family for sure. Um, my point is that I was asked, show me the 23 numbers. I did, and I showed you. Yeah, the defense didn't, they didn't do as good in 23. They weren't ranked last, but yeah, they didn't do as good. I agree. And some of it was gross. 28th in red zone percentage efficient. Like, oh god, that was so bad. Oh my god, that 23 defense when it came to the red zone, you might as well just come on in. The touchdown is right. Like the touchdown is right there with you, right there for you. So bad. My god, that defense when it came to the red zone, we sucked. But our offense was cooking, man, almost 30 points per game. And then they got better the next year. And our offense completely collapsed. 2023 NFL teams did not know Daniel's offense, but 24 it was exposed. Nope, I beg to differ, that Dean. But I understand where you're coming from. We're not about to forget the 49ers and Chargers game and all the big games in which you know the Eagles, which I think that year we actually played the Eagle too. So what's up, Ron P in the building? What's up, Ron P? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2023, we had an interior O line. 24, we didn't. Key factor right here, which is why I said earlier in the offseason, I said, if you think about it, there's really two positions that Greer absolutely failed in. We managed without Christian Wilkins. We managed. Heck, you could even say we semi-managed without AVG, Andrew Van Ginkel, which so dumb losing him. But the most important player that he didn't replace that he could have last offseason, Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt was the single most consequential player. He didn't replace him. We had Graham Barton right there for the taking at 21. You need to replace. Man, I'm about to break this. I gotta go, guys. You need to replace your interior O line. And instead of doing that, but Miss Phins, both are edges. Edges, man. One player was the most consequential player all year, and that was Rubber Hunt. And you had his replacement. Grant Barton was ranked number 2, not across rookies, O linemen, across all linemen in the league. He was ranked 2nd. You would have actually improved upon Rubber Hunt. How often does it happen that you have such a great player like Rubber Hunt? We drafted him, developed him, let him go. Okay, cool, whatever. And you get the opportunity to replace him and maybe even upgrade? Like, to upgrade? We're taking Chop Robinson at 21. Who? I swear on all that is holy, only one person did I see all off season last year talk about Chop Robinson to the Miami Dolphins. One person. How many content creators are out there? How many mainstream media mock drafts they do last year? One person that I saw that mocked Chop Robinson at 21 for us. And I'm like, we could have replaced Rubber Hunt last with Graham Barton. You pick a mother edge. That's what you decide. You pick up edge. You out here having me literally want to curse up a storm because you decide I'm going to take an edge. Damn, trying to, replace the players that I lost. Nah, who wants to do that? That's for smart organizations. This is the Miami Dolphins. We're not smart. Replace? What you mean replace? Um, I just hold on. Hold on, guys. Give me a second here. I'm 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 still trying. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. What? 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 And this has nothing to do with Chop. I like Chop. Chop is a really good player, man. I like him. I like him a lot. I like Chop. Oh, what? Oh, so we're gonna completely ignore the fact that we are already complaining about the online. We've been complaining about the online for a while, right? And you could have replaced it. If we would have replaced and gotten Graham Barton in the O line, we'd have a run game last year. We would have had a run game last year, which would have helped our offense. Do people not realize that's the reason why we suck this year? The O line is not for Tua. I don't know how many times I have to say that the O line is for the run game, guys. The O line is for the run game. It's for the run game. For the fucking run game. It's for the run game, guys. The O line is for the run game. Man, what's up? Love you too, share bear. It's fun to run a game. And if we would have listened to me, Mostert would have had another awesome year. Maybe not record breaking like he did the year before, but we would have had a run game, which is what we were lacking this year. And that would have taken off the pressure off the passing game, where it would have allowed for our passing game to flourish. What is he, chopped liver? Hey, B, I gotta tip my hat. That is a great one. Chop is chopped liver, okay? That's funny. But come on, man. I agree. Ross should refund the ticket holder. Dude, this isn't cheap. No. Mm-mm. Remember how confident this team was with the O line? I have a feeling they view him as a true starter. Oh, who? Eichenberg? Yeah, Eichenberg. Uh-huh. He's a great backup, in my opinion, because that's what they relegated him to. But I gotta get out of here, guys. Listen, here's what I will say. Um, Dolphins messed up. We would have had. Actually, I'm gonna ask you this question. Some people might get offended out at this point. Complain to someone else. If in 2021, we would have drafted Penny Sewell instead of Waddle. And 22, we would have, well, in 22, we lost the first round pick. Um, and I think, no, what am I talking about? Yeah, we lost the first round pick, and in 23, we gave up that first round pick for for Chubb, Bradley Chubb. Such a moronic move. That's another thing. We got so much. Like, Ravens paid a third round pick for Roquan Smith, who I actually thought we should have gotten, who I wanted. And somehow Greer feels okay with giving up a first and a third and then giving a full contract to Bradley Chubb, and he's all right with that. Some of these moves, bro. Let me go back to it. In 2021, we would have drafted Penny Sewell instead of Waddle. In 22, assuming we didn't have that, but let's just pretend we didn't have a first round pick, we're going to bump that. In 23, when we had the opportunity to go ahead and get Graham Barton. I mean, sorry, not 23. We also didn't have a first round pick. We're going to bump that too. But we still have Penny Sewell, right? No Waddle, but we have Penny Sewell. And then we get Graham Barton to offset Rubber Hunt that leaves, right? We would have had a left tackle, a right guard, and this year we tripled down with another young core. I don't know, pick one. There's so many in, well, not so many in the O line, but it, what's his name? Um, oh my God, what is Buddy's name in the first round that I've seen him mock to us a million times? Heck, I even mocked him too. Um, let's just for giggles, we get Jonah Savinavea, right? In this draft. That's 3 out of the 5. Mind you, 3 out of the 5, we would have never needed to get Teron Armstead. We would have had Penny Sewell. We would have never needed, I mean, even if we get Tyreek, but we still would have never needed to get Teron Armstead. I don't know. I think our team would have been a little bit better. But that's just me. At the end of the day, Chris Greer is gonna Chris Greer. Am I nervous about this? Heck yeah, I'm nervous, man. But tomorrow's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for it. We get to see what our fearless leader thinks should be the right move. Okay. Anyways, guys, again, this is Miss Phins. I am Miss Phins. And like AB said, this is so true. It all comes down to one guy, Greer. At the end of the day, it really does at this point. So we gotta see what he ends up doing. But man, are the Dolphins cooked? Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. So thank you so much, guys, for coming through the Miss Fin Show. Please do me a favor if you haven't hit the like button yet. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, guys. Let everybody else know. Please, please, please. I'm gonna end this poll here. It looks like the fans have already. Come on, man. We had 30 votes and only 19 likes, guys. I need y'all to hit that like button, please. Please get us to 30 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Well, I asked, did the Dolphins cook? 81% of you guys said yes. 18% said no. So interesting, interesting. But guys, please hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming through. If you like the content, thank you. Why don't you join the membership, man? Become a member. Help out the family. Help out the channel. Everything goes right back to the channel, so it really does help everything you guys do. So I'm super grateful. And also too, guys, we have a great time here all the time. So yeah, join in. Yeah, good show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Anyways, take care. Join the family. Be well, guys. I really do appreciate all of you guys. Remember, we have a lot of fun tomorrow morning. We'll be back. Take care, and as always, bye bye.